Crossroad Blues, otherwise known as Crossroads. This was written by Robert Johnson. We're doing this in the style of Cream, of course played on guitar by Eric Clapton. And the whole song is just a 12-bar blues in the key of A. So the chords are A, D and E, and of course we have a D7, as is so common in kind of 12-bar blues that the 4 chord would be a 7th chord. But of course most of the time the chords are replaced by a riff. So we've got that riff to learn, and also keeping the verse going when we have the singing parts. We'll be doing a more standard blues riff in that section. So let's have a look at this great song. So the riff is 1 bar long, and it starts on the open A string, going to the octave of the A, played with the first finger, and then that's on the 3rd string, and then we go to the open 3rd string and back. It's the same move again, to the open and then middle finger on the C note, which is the 3rd fret of string 5. And that's the whole riff. It's how it's played rather than what the notes are. So open, 2, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0. 3rd fret, 3, and then repeat. Now on the note that is longer, of course we have some vibrato. I would encourage you to use the inside of your first finger and to bend your wrist kind of using exactly the same technique really as a 3rd finger string bending, just without the 3rd finger down. On the 3rd and 4th time we can also hit the major 3rd of that A major chord. The next chord is a D7 chord. Down, up, down, up, down. And then the 3rd fret. Then we have an E power chord, but you could just play the E major chords. And then a riff. Very cool ending riff. Highly improvised, so you could play something different at the end there if you struggle to learn this particular one. But let's just have a recap through this main section of the song. So we have the riff, which is repeated. On the 3rd and 4th time it's repeated. We're playing a pair of notes on the 2nd and 3rd string. Then we have the D7 chord. Down, up, down, up, down. And back to the riff again. And the E chord, same strumming pattern as we did on the D. 3rd finger, then slides from 3rd fret to 7th fret, 5 to 7, 5th fret bent up, 7. We then have a flick off from 7 to 5 and down to a hammer on the 7th fret on the D string. Flick off and hammer on or a pick. Then bend up or bend down, but we're bending it up in pitch. 7th fret there. Last time. Then we have a very Chuck Berry-esque lick. So 5 to 6, 5 to 5, 8 to 5, and it's a flick off, 7, 5, 5 bent, When it comes to the verses, we'll play the blues riff, or just staying on the A chord, or if you have a bass player and you're jamming this in the band, you wouldn't even have to play that. I went down to the crossroads, got down on my knees, and then we play the riff again. But what I would encourage got down on my knee. And then we have the E chord and D chord. So we're playing this riff between, if you're still watching this tutorial, I'm sure you're well familiar with this riff, but it's an A power chord and the third finger's going down at the 4th fret. And then we're going down a string for the D. And when it comes down to the E chord, it's there. But I'm highly palm muting it, but not to get kind of chugs. I'm muting so they're short staccato notes. So when I strum, I'm lifting a little bit and then kind of muting in between. That kind of sound. And that will give us, from the riff, I went down to the crossroads, fell down on my knee. I went down to the crossroads, fell down on my knee. And repeating the verses as such. There's then an improvised solo, which you would be A minor pentatonic and doing kind of Clapton licks, because that would always be improvised by the man himself. Hopefully that really helps you to play this wonderful song. Please have a go at jamming along to the record. It really is where these electric guitar rock songs kind of come to life when you jam along to the recording. I hope to see you in another video of mine. Take care of yourselves. Bye for now.